visiting my children. Josephine, her Hungarian name is Josefina, is the mother of my children whom I love deeply. Ever since our divorce, she has forbidden me from stepping inside her apartment. At present, I communicate with my kids through a window, which is quite high up. Yesterday was my visitation day. I shaved and took my best folding ladder to the housing estate to visit the children. I knocked on Josephine's window. Below me, a group of boys and dogs watched in amazement as a man knocked on a sixth-floor window. From inside the room, I heard a child's voice. "Who is it?" "It's your dad." "Prove it." I held my wallet out into the darkness of the window and was immediately allowed to see Josephine, my daughter Josephine Jr., my son Joseph, and their parrot Joe, all sitting in front of the TV. Josephine Jr. skillfully slid my wallet into her piggy bank. With barely a shred of sympathy, Josephine greeted me. "Welcome to our window. Just don't eat the bacon on the ledge, it's for the sparrows." "Thanks, I've already had lunch." "What are you watching?" "A Russian documentary, Treasure at the Bottom of Silver Lake. It's about the great patriotic war of the Indians against the armed forces of country musicians." "I thought as much." "And that hunter? I recognize him." "What's his name again?" "Don't worry, Dad, or you'll fall off the ladder. That's Old O'Shatterhand, a famous revolutionary fighting for Indian rights. He's either playing cards in the saloon or courting the chief's sister in the forest. So far, he's had 3 liters of whiskey and even more herbal tea." At this, the parrot Joe gave Josephine Jr. a stern look, and Big Josephine, clearly tired of my presence at the window, went to the kitchen. The kids showed me their school grades on their phones, which I immediately recognized as doctored screenshots of grade books. I let it slide. An estranged father shouldn't scold his kids. Instead, I focused on the educational aspect of the TV story. "See, Josephine Jr., how the chief's sister doesn't kick Shatterhand just because he wants to marry her?" "Yes, Dad. I condemn violence against men. And remember to learn how to handle weapons properly, in case you ever need to use them." "Yes, Dad," my kids replied. Feeling satisfied, I briefly turned my gaze away from the room to admire the view of the housing estate. Not far away, a family of storks on a factory chimney was feeding 2 newly appointed teachers. The city's social department had recently relocated the Teachers to the Nest as part of a housing support program for educators. Meanwhile, the sound of sawing from below grew louder. Mischievous boys were attempting to cut my ladder at the 2nd floor. On the TV, the Indians launched an attack. The country musicians defended themselves. The Red Warriors had the upper hand because every fallen Indian appeared at least twice more in the battle scenes, a testament to the director's frugality. As the Red Warriors' battle cries echoed, Josephine emerged from the kitchen, shouting with historical fervor. "Beat the Fritzes! Beat the Fritzes!" "Mom, you're mistaken. That was yesterday, during the 120th rerun of Liberation's 3rd episode." "Oh, right. These Indians are confusing." When she noticed my smirk, which I tried to hide behind the blinds, she immediately forbade me from watching TV during my visit. At that moment, the ladder creaked ominously and suddenly vanished beneath me. I managed to wave goodbye to the kids, and they waved back warmly. But the parrot Joe watched my fall with jealousy, a descent so majestic even a dead eagle would envy it.